The Gemara in Sanhedrin, Daf Vav Nun Bet, 6b, says the following: anyone who blesses Yehuda is disgusting to God. Rashi explains, if Yehuda had the power to persuade his brothers to sell Yosef, he had the power to bring Yosef back to his father as well. The Gemara in Sotah on 13b, Yud Gimel Bet, says, because he did not take responsibility when he had the power to do so, and did not finish the mitzvah, he was punished by losing his wife and 2 children. Why? Because if he had the power to start, he had the power to finish. And we see in the Chayei Adam, in 168, we see that this is true in our own lives, not only as a halakha, but also as a lesson of productivity. People who start things and finish them are fueled by an inner sense of responsibility. Not taking responsibility for our given abilities brings us great stress. David Allen, the stress-free productivity guru, once said, much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. Why is that so? Because if you have the power to start, you have the power to finish. Potential that goes undeveloped is a great cause for stress. I found this to be true when helping teenagers find themselves. Instead of focusing on all the things that are negative in their lives, I focus on self-development on each person's terms. Voice lessons, speed reading, sports, music, karate, art, dancing, etc. This is why coaching is one of the best therapies, because it builds self-esteem while focusing on potential and responsibility. It's amazing how the stress level of my clients drop just when we discover together their potential, their power, and their responsibility. Planning together an awesome life of productivity, of actualizing potential, helps so many clients and teenagers who feel that part of them has been left underdeveloped. Why? Because they had difficulty with just that, actualizing, finishing, achieving all the coulds that they could do. Nobody ever wrote down a plan to be broke, fat, lazy, or stupid. Those things generally result either from not having a plan of coulds or not taking responsibility to reach your goal. Why do many people with power not take the responsibility for it? There are various reasons. We will mention a few. About 4. The main reason is lack of belief that with great power comes great responsibility. If you can do something, you do not have the option to do it when you feel like it, when you're in the mood. It means you are held responsible to do whatever you're able to do. Rav Chaim Shmulevitz expounded on this at length, especially regarding one's level of spirituality and consistency in learning Torah. Despite Rav Akiva's lofty Torah learning, he was punished with an extremely painful death for not learning another level of Torah from Rabbi Eliezer. Now let us take this a step further. Why aren't people aware of the fact that responsibility comes along with power? I believe that the answer is that they feel that if they do nothing wrong or bad in life, then they are good. They're flying under the radar. This can be the greatest mistake of your life. God holds it against you if you are not striving to be the best you can be. Yehuda, after all, did a good thing by selling his brother Yosef. Yet, he was punished for not doing more. Esther was held responsible for doing her thing in the palace and not staying complacent, quiet, or comfortable. We see in Esther. Vayomer Mordechai lehashiv el Esther, al tedami benafshech limalet bet hamelech mikol haYehudim. Ki im hacharesh taharishi be'et hazot. Revach v'hatzela ya'amod liYehudim mimakom acher va'at ubet avich tovedu. Umi yodea im la'et kazot higat lemachut. All this teaches that if you are in the position to do something great and you don't, you are held accountable. As the Yerushalmi in Yuma, chapter 1, teaches, any generation in which a temple was not built in its day It's considered that it was destroyed in its day. One of my favorite things to meditate on is to meditate on all the things that I can do in my life. And this gives me hope, power, motivation. I realize that I could be on time for Shachrit. So as a servant of God, Ani Avdecha Ben Amatecha. It is my responsibility to be there on time. Not just if I want to, I could. I could sleep on Shabbat and still find X amount of time to learn. So it is my responsibility to make sure that I'm woken up with ample time to learn. This thought gave me motivation, because all motivation is dependent on three questions. And these three tools are the three questions, the three tools in the motivation toolbox. Number one, why? Why is it important? And why is that reason important? Number two, how? How can this be achieved? How did others achieve this goal? And number three, can I reach this goal? Do I believe in myself? Those are the three questions that bring motivation. Why, how, and can. Now, what stops us from taking responsibility for our kuds, from reaching the kuds in our life, from reaching the clouds? Number one, we do not tap into our inner power because of F3, fear, frustration, and failure. Because these three take over and weaken us. Rabbeinu Bachya says, Rabbeinu Bachya in Kitisa 30 in the intro, he says, "Sha'ata'aga v'hir'a machlishin koach ha'adam b'derech ha'teva umakrivim yemei mitato." Worry and fear naturally weakens the power of man and bring closer his death. The second thing that stops us from taking control of our kuds and reaching the clouds is we do not have a clear perception of what we really can or cannot do. We see what others are doing or not doing, and we learn from them. It has been said, the number one reason people fail in life is because they listen to their friends, family, and neighbors. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Do you have a Rebbe? He's the only person you should be listening to. That was the power of the Maccabees. They listened to their Rebbe, their father Matityahu, and they didn't listen to or look at anybody else. This was the reason Yehuda failed the test with selling Yosef, because he did not ask his father, his Rav, to ask his advice. The third reason what holds people back, third thing that holds people back from doing what they could do and reaching the clouds, is the everlasting lie that obsessively controls our thinking, that we can live forever, that we are not time-bound. This saps our potential. Our rabbis teach in Avot, in the second parak, Mishnah Daled, Al tomar l'chshef ne'eshne, shema lo tipane. As Pablo Picasso said, put off until tomorrow only what you are willing to die having left undone. And the fourth reason why we don't sometimes do what we could do is that we doubt that we have the ability to do something that is in fact within our reach. Yirmiyah did not believe in himself. He said that he was just a lad, and God told him not to say that again. As we see in Yirmiyah in the first parak in Pasuk Zayin and Chet, V'yomer Adonai Elai, Al tomar na anochi, ki al kol asher eshlachacha telech, v'et kol asher atzevecha tedaber. Al tira mipinehem, ki itcha ani lehatzilecha ne'um Hashem. Hashem said to me, don't say I am a lad. For wherever I send you, you will go. And whenever I command you, you will speak. Do not fear them, for I am with you to save you. The word of God. The Chida asks in Chomat Anach, if Yirmiyah was a lad, a nar, why did Hashem tell him not to say that? The answer is huge. God was telling Yirmiyahu, who was about to face the world alone, you are not just you are my messenger. You are much more than you. You are the mission that Hashem brought you down to the world to accomplish. Each and every Jew is a Yisrael with the power to fight angels, or to fight your Yetzer Hara, which is also an angel. And the two most empowering days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. And when you do find out and you take responsibility for it, you are unstoppable.